Hey guys, Window Pass here. I actually have a DB replay that I just wanted to bring you real quickly. This is for a deck I'm going to be profiling for you shortly when everything gets here. It is Melffy Tri-brigade. This is my first variation of the deck. I had a pretty good duel against Zefra of all things, and I wanted to showcase that for you. So, without further ado, we can go ahead and get into the duel. So, my opener here. Whoa, okay, that went a little fast, but I opened Ash, Tenki, Karis, Rescue Cat, and Kalantosa. He had Gamma, Providence, Zefra, Oracle, and Pathfinder. He went first, so I'll let his turn go ahead and weigh out first. If he didn't have Gamma for that Providence, he probably still would have been able to pop off, just based on his hand, because he already had Zefrath, so wasn't too much I could do there. Path is also another very annoying card. I don't know if you guys know what Zefra Path does, but you can only special summon from the hand or extra deck, which I learned when I tried to activate Obedience Schooled. I couldn't legally activate it, so it just goes back to the hand. So I just put Karis on board just to wall up, so I can see if I can wait out the VFD. But I drew Hide and Seek, and then Hide and Seek says different names, so I couldn't even activate it when I attempted to this turn. Well, I could, I just couldn't resolve the effect. And then at this point, I'm just dead, pretty much. Yep, Hide and Seek, dead. Alright, so this time I get to go first. And my opening hand, pretty good actually. Fractal, Rescue Cat, Ghost Bell, Puppy, and then he's got Cyberstein Ward, Duster, Zephyr Wendy, and Path. So since I know he's on a Pendulum deck, I decided to go ahead and just immediately go for Nat Beast with the Rescue Cat, because Nat Beast is just disgusting. And then I also go into Brigitte here, special summon out Nerval from hand, make some Morgue, activate some Morgue effect. I forgot to activate Brigitte, but that doesn't matter very much. I could have got rid of the Ghost Bell and got something else, but I definitely wanted to keep Puppy. So, he activates the Scale, I go Beast, he activates Gamma, I use Avian, and then he summons Cyberstein, I activate Puppy, and he concedes. And then here's game 3. My opens evenly, Melffy Tag, Valerie Fallen, Puppy, and Karis. And then he's got Path, Pudding Cess, a Pointer, Magiline, and Zephyr. He starts by going for Gallic Granite, and Zephyrath is a rock, which is kind of stupid, so he just goes ahead and searches that with Gallic Granite. Activate Scales, activate Zephyrath, summon Zephyr Nui, suspend summon Zephyr Nui, activate the effect, get 9 pillars, activate Path, shuffles back to Gallic Granite, and then set pillar and pass. So he went to go fire off a pointer here in my main phase 1, but I get my first action, so he should have done that in standby. But he doesn't know. I guess he forgot about turn player priority, which is still a thing. You have the first action in every one of your phases as long as you're turn player. It's something very important you need to remember. So I set the evenly, and he hits out the Fractal. Summon out Karis. I remember I can't summon from Grave. Path is on board. I try to go Sky Cavalry here. I just want to bait out the Pillar. Especially because Pillar puts it back in the deck, and then I have more Beasts in Grave, so I can do some Tri-brigade plays later. Fractal comes back to my hand in the end phase. He activates Oracle. I believe we're supposed to, yeah, it's the Fraxi right here. And then activate Zefrath. Whenever Zephyr Nui. Special summon the Zephyr Nui and the Fraxi. He gets a search for a War. Now, if he was smart, he would have activated War right here and got rid of this. But he also didn't know it was an evenly matched, so he could have thought it was a blank card. But it definitely wasn't. And then he makes VFD, pokes for 3k, and a battle phase I activate evenly. We have a small talk here about how they're supposed to be banished face down. He didn't feel like going back through it, so I'm like, whatever, as long as you know they're banished face down. So it's my turn. He activates VFD at my standby. I activate Fractal, send to Kalantosa, set a tag and a Nerval, pass. He activates 4, pops my Nerval, summons Pilica, On attack of this, I go ahead and summon out Puppy. He attacks with VFD first, so he redeclares. I activate Puppy. Summon out Caddy. He doesn't know that he can redeclare with VFD here, but it's also not my responsibility to remind him. So, and then he attacks Caddy. I activate Caddy. Go ahead and search for Karis. And then he and then he does redeclare with Zefra Wendy, which I'm whatever. He probably could have won there, but it's not on me. So I summon 2 Melffys, and then he just concedes. He draws Providence, and that's it. Yeah, the deck is weird. Melffy, that is. Your plan is just to. Oh, all right. I remember you can't see all the stuff here. Basically, you just want to get your Melffys on board, and then you have the Tri-brigade stuff to climb in the extra deck. And it's more of a control / aggro deck. You also play Alpha. It's actually pretty fun. If you guys use DB or any other online simulator, I do definitely recommend trying this deck. It is a lot of fun, especially because people just don't know what they do. The Melffys, they all have the same effect. When your opponent summons a monster, well, or if this monster is or your Melffy's attack, you can bounce back to your hand and then do something. Puppy summons from deck, and then a level 2 or lower beast, and then Caddy searches a level 2 or lower beast. So I actually cited out my second copy of Kalatosa, which was probably a mistake because I didn't remember when I sent the first one off of Fractal. Otherwise, when I summoned off Puppy, I would have been able to pop either one of these, which would have been really nice. So that was definitely a misplay on my part, but I brought in quite a few cards in the side deck here for this match, and although I only ended up seeing evenly. But I will be bringing you guys a deck profile once I get all stuff in the mail and I finalize my build. But in the meantime, I'll probably just bring you more replays. I'm really enjoying playing this deck in this format right now. It's pretty good. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know in the comments down below.